guys, my name is Olivia Lacey, and today I'm going to be filming a story about the time I thought I was going to die. Okay, the characters in this story are Sarah, which is my best friend, Savannah, which is Sarah's little sister, Emily, which is my other best friend, and Christina, which is my other best friend. So, I have a friend named Sarah, and she has this little lake house that's like maybe an hour or two away from where we live. And so one weekend, Sarah was like, hey, you want to come to my lake house with me? It'll be really fun. So she invited me, she invited my friend Christina, and she invited my friend Emily. And so we were all like, heck yeah, because we've been there before and it was really, really fun. Like, it's just fun there. We go to the lake and we're like, okay, lit. This is gonna be so fun, like a good little fun girls weekend or whatever. And I don't remember why. I think it was in March or April, so it was still pretty cold outside, so we couldn't swim in the lake. So at their little lake house, they had this paddle boat. This is what a paddle boat looks like. Yeah, it has like those pedal things, like you pedal and stuff, and 2 people can pedal at a time in the front, and there's like 3 seats in the back, but it's not really 3 seats, it's kind of 2 seats. So we're like, okay, lit, it's going down. Let's go get on the paddle boat. And there was this little island. Let me draw you a picture right here. So this is our dock, right? Right here. And then about 3 miles out from our dock was this little island that we could see. And we were like, yo, let's go to the island. That'd be so fun. We start pedaling our little booties over the island. We're like, yes, it's going down. I don't know why we wanted to go to the island. Like, what are we gonna do there? We didn't even get out when we got there. We just looked at it and we were like, oh, cool. Okay. On our way to the little island, we started to notice there were waves. And like, if you're in a lake, there's really not waves. It's just calm, you know what I'm saying? Unless there's a boat and there's waves from the boat. But really, there was no boats, but there were waves, and we were like, this is weird. And we were freaking out because we were like, well shoot, we're trying to go this way. The waves are pushing us that way. So we're freaking out, and our dock is that way. So we had a little issue going on, if you know what I'm saying. And I know this was a lake, like you can't get lost at lake. Well, I guess you could. But I don't know, I was like not trying to get lost at sea, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, let me get in the front. I'm gonna pedal to the middle and we're getting back to our dock. We're not going this way, we're not going that, we're going to our dock. So I got in the front, I started pedaling, and I'm pedaling my little heart out. And my other friend, Sarah, she's in the front and she's pedaling too. And after a while, we stopped pedaling and we noticed we had not moved an inch. We were like, well shoot, I don't know what to do. So we just keep on pedaling, you know. We're really helpless at this point. We're not moving. We're drifting complete opposite way of the dock, and we're like, oh no, this is not good. We got so far away from our little dock or pier, whatever it's called, that we could not see it anymore. I start almost crying, and then Sarah's little sister Savannah, and she started crying, and I'm like, oh my god, it's going down. It's about to be some castaway-ish, like I'm gonna have to make friends with a volleyball or something, because this is my life now. After a while, we saw these little boats go by and we were like, boats. We start flagging these boats down. We're like, hey, lady. Like, we're legitimately freaking out. And by we, I mean me. Tell me why. Okay, so there's these teenage boys on this speedboat. And they come cruising by or whatever. We're waving them down. Like, it's unmistakable that we were needing help. And you know what these boys do? They screamed something. I don't remember what they screamed. And then they sped off in their little speedboat. So we're like, oh gosh, here it comes. And then these huge waves just start pouring into our boat. And we're like, oh, well, this is it. We're about to die. We're about to drown. Here it goes. We start like having to cup our hands like this and like shovel the water out of the freaking boat. We got people pedaling in the front, people scooping in the back, people kicking in the back. Like, we had some motions going on and it was not working. So after a while, we kind of just gave up and we were like, trying to problem solve, like, okay, could we swim that way? Like, do we just abandon this little boat? Like, what do we do? And eventually we hear a jet ski and we're like, the jet ski comes around and it is Sarah's freaking cousin on the jet ski to save us. And he's like, okay, I want the heaviest people and Savannah, because Savannah's a little girl, you know. If we gotta save someone's life, we're gonna save hers. So we're like, okay, Savannah, get up on there, you know, do what you gotta do. And then Christina's like, okay, deuces, I'm the heaviest, I'm going. And then I was like, little backstory, I was on my period at the time and I was wearing a pad. You can't go swimming with a pad. So I was like, deuces, I got to go. It literally took so long to get back to our dock on the jet ski. So we're like, just imagine if he did not come, like what would we have done? I still don't know what we would have done, because we were going towards this little dam and I'm pretty sure you can't go in that area. And by the time they were back at the dock where me and Christina were, the paddle boat was completely under the water. It was just at the right time that he came on that little jet ski to save our lives. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. I see y'all. Bye. That was so fruity.